Welcome back, family, to At God Did That, your favorite spiritual guardian. As always, let's cook. We live in a world that constantly demands our attention, promising quick happiness and easy rewards. Every day, instant gratification is just a click away. Endless entertainment, parties, escapes. These temptations aren't evil, but they're engineered to be irresistible, urging us to choose what's easy over what's meaningful. Our culture celebrates the now, often at the expense of our future. Building real skills, mastering a craft, or achieving big goals takes time and patience, qualities drowned out by the noise of quick fixes. The world praises the loud and immediate, asking, why wait for happiness tomorrow when you can have it tonight? The path of least resistance is crowded, filled with fleeting pleasures that fade fast, leaving us wanting more. This cycle traps us, making us fear missing out on shallow joys, while risking the deeper fulfillment that comes from building something lasting. True success is built quietly, in the small daily choices no one sees, choosing practice over parties, study over socializing, saving over spending. These acts of self-discipline aren't glamorous or shareable, but they're the foundation of real achievement. The path less traveled requires tuning out the world's noise and listening to your own ambitions. It's harder, but it leads to a destination instant gratification can never reach. The question is, which path will you choose? Subscribe today to stay part of our chosen family. There comes a moment when you must choose, follow the crowd, or step onto a different road. My choice wasn't a single decision, but a series of small, quiet ones. I saw the life everyone else was living. Late nights, parties, chasing temporary highs. It looked fun, but I knew it wouldn't get me where I wanted to go. I had a vision for my future, a goal that burned brighter than any party. So I chose the unseen path, dedicating my time and energy to long-term goals. This meant turning down invitations, trading nights out for training sessions and study. My evenings were filled with focus, not noise. Every hour spent practicing, every book read, every healthy meal, an investment in my future self. People misunderstood, thinking I was rejecting fun or friendship, but I was choosing a different kind of joy, the satisfaction of progress, of getting better each day. My happiness wasn't tied to social validation, but to my own growth. I was playing the long game in a world obsessed with short-term wins. The sacrifices were temporary. The skills and strength I built would last. I was building a future, not just living for the weekend. That's the real trade-off. Choosing intense focus comes with a hidden cost: loneliness. When you keep turning down invitations, people stop asking. My social circle shrank, and the silence of my room felt heavy. Friends didn't understand my discipline. They saw it as a flaw, not a strength. Their words stung, making me question if my ambition was worth the price. The hardest part wasn't just being alone, but being misunderstood by those I cared about. I had to fight the urge to seek their approval, reminding myself why I started. Every no to a party was a battle against my own need to belong. I learned that seeking validation from others is a losing game. My worth had to come from my own actions, from the pride after a hard workout or a productive study session. I stopped looking for applause from the crowd and started listening to the quiet, steady applause of my own conscience. That shift changed everything. Without external validation, I had to build my own strength, brick by brick, promise by promise. Every early morning, every completed workout, every page read was a small victory. These moments of discipline built my self-respect and trust in my own abilities. My confidence wasn't built on praise, but on the evidence of my own hard work. I tracked my progress, celebrated small wins, and found power in tangible proof. While others chased likes, I built unshakable confidence from within. I redefined success, not by money or status, but by effort and growth. My journey was my own, and my progress was all that mattered. This internal focus helped me weather loneliness and judgment. When people called me boring, I knew the truth. I was building something exciting. My self-belief wasn't arrogance, it was quiet confidence born from discipline. My worth was measured by my character and commitment, not my social calendar. This fortress of self-belief became my sanctuary. Progress is rarely obvious. It's a slow, invisible climb. There were days I felt stuck, putting in hours with no visible results. Mastery means long periods of slow growth, punctuated by small breakthroughs. My days were repetitive. Practice, train, learn, repeat. It wasn't glamorous, but it was necessary. I learned to love the process, not just the outcome. The act of practicing became its own reward. I celebrated small victories, one perfect passage, one heavier lift, one new insight. These wins fueled me through the long climb. No one saw the failed attempts or frustration, only the final result. They called it talent or luck, but it was really 1,000 unseen hours. Every hour was a deposit in my future success. I had faith that one day it would all pay off. As I stayed focused, the ridicule grew louder. My dedication made me an easy target for jokes and mockery, even from friends. They exaggerated my routines, called me boring, and questioned my choices. Their comments stung, but I learned not to let them shake my resolve. I didn't argue or defend myself. I let my persistence speak for me. Their mockery became fuel for my fire, strengthening my determination. I realized people ridicule what they don't understand or what they secretly wish they could do. My focus was a mirror, reflecting their own choices back at them. Their jokes weren't really about me, they were about their own insecurities. Understanding this helped me let their words fade into the background. I kept my head down, focused on the work. The only answer to ridicule is results. After a long, dark night, victory arrives like a slow, beautiful dawn. Happy Monday, you made it through the maze of the weekend. For me, it came in a series of undeniable accomplishments, playing music flawlessly, breaking personal records, launching projects. Suddenly, every sacrifice and lonely night made sense. The feeling wasn't just happiness, it was deep, earned pride. The ridicule and loneliness melted away in the warmth of success. The respect I received was no longer about fitting in, but about demonstrated competence. The difference between fleeting pleasure and lasting fulfillment was clear. The pride of achieving a hard-won goal becomes part of you, a source of strength for life. I felt no anger toward those who doubted me, just understanding. They chose temporary pleasures, I chose lasting fulfillment. My message: choose your future over fitting in. Embrace solitude, find validation within, and respect yourself enough to make sacrifices for your dreams. The path is hard and lonely, but the victory is worth it. Your dawn is coming. Trust the process and keep going. Subscribe today. Join our chosen family. Let's all grow. As always, I love you all. See you in the galaxy.